everybody want to be bodybuilder, but nobody wants these heavy ass weights.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 104 of Buckets of Duckets. I am your co-host, Chase Myers. I'm out here in Seattle, Washington. Every so often, I get together with my hilarious best friend down in Louisiana. He is an amazing comic. Guys, start giving it up for the one, Josh Watts.
Good evening, shitheads. It's your boy, the Mohawk Meat Castle. This is episode 104. If you quartered that, it would be 26. That's right, 26 times 4. We've done 26 episodes 4 times. That's how you get to 104 episodes. That and a whole lot of swagger and some piss and vinegar and protein and muscles and comedy. That's how you do it. Episode 104. Welcome.
I love that. Just to let you know, I totally didn't hit record on my audio for my intro, but I got it now. So the first, it's gonna sound a little different for the first like 30 seconds, but I think
don't anyone.
I think the people can handle it. I fucking swear to God.
They can't. You watch. They can't.
They better not. YouTube people, fucking smash that like button, whatever. Comment, tell a friend, the whole thing. Podcast people, subscribe, follow. Tell an enemy. What's up, man? Just coughing it up over there.
The place I order weed from online decided, since I'm such a good customer, that they would give me a free gift, and they sent me a free vape pen. But I quit vaping like 8 months ago, and now I just have this vape in my house. It's just waiting on me. I know how good it is. I know how good it is.
I know I'd love it.
Just sitting there, it sings to me. I can hear it singing from the drawer. Come smoke me, Josh. I'm so fucking good. Not falling for it, bro. But this stuff, I keep saying bro because a guy I'm Facebook friends with has been having like just a fucking meltdown on Facebook, and he's been threatening everybody he's ever been Facebook friends with.
I love that.
And he makes videos where he says bro every time, and I've been mocking his threats to my wife. And I've gotten so used to saying bro, like to make fun of it, that now I say it all the time, and I got to stop that. Can't be 43 and say bro all the time. People don't like that. I heard. They said shit to me about it. I'll tell you right now.
That's a guy you know? That's a guy you know that's having a meltdown? That's hilarious.
Yeah, like he's posting on Facebook and just threatening people, and he's going to do all out of it. I don't know, man. I don't want to sound heartless. Just have your mental breaks not on social media.
Yeah, to yourself.
Yeah.
Have some dignity. Okay.
Have some fucking dignity.
Lose your mind in your house. Like
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that when I ended up in I woke up in the Toss Center down here in Baton Rouge one day because for like 11 days I didn't sleep and just ate all the pills that I could find out of a pharmacy bag a psychiatrist had given me. And I just woke up in the Toss Center one day, and it was like 3 days after the last day I remember. And all I can think is, I'm so fucking happy I didn't have MySpace or Facebook or It would have been MySpace back then. I didn't have that, because man, I would have had to been explaining so many things. Or I just delete it all and started. Could you delete it all and start as a different person? That's what I would do. I'd be somebody
That's
else.
my suggestion to most people on social media.
Start over.
Be different. Be better. Start fresh. Okay? Don't add anybody that was there before. Just act like it's the 1950s and you're leaving your family. Just go into the next town and start a life. They'll never find you. Just go and be great. Just go be great.
Every time the social media thing comes up, I always talk about, I use you as the argument for what game is on right now?
Oh, I mean, I'm watching Washington. I'm not even like really watching. Washington versus Cal is
No,
on right
but
now.
last week when we did the
Yeah.
episode, remember I could see your camera in the
Uh-huh.
window behind you, and you were like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the camera that's here," but you're
Yeah.
like, "Watch."
But I can't. I can see both. Like I can do like right now. I'm watching. I'm looking at the TV, but it's also still kind of. It's still kind of at you. Like there's still some engagement there. You don't look directly.
There's still some engagement.
You
No,
don't look
dude,
directly into the camera.
unbroken eye contact.
You look
45 minutes, unbroken eye
Dude,
contact.
right here, bro. I need you right here.
We're gonna connect.
All right. Or what are we doing this for? Trying to move these people. This is the second show in a row that we talked about social media and stuff like that. It's like you mentioned MySpace, and it is funny to like think about like how fucking long we've had like social medias and stuff. Like I was in high school. Like I had a MySpace in high school. I can remember my mom like her and her like friends at work pulled up all their kids' MySpace pages to see what theirs was about. And mine had some like sexually explicit lyrics from some song I was into at the time, and I got all in trouble on MySpace. I didn't even think I'd fucked at that point, but it was like I'm the greatest at fucking. Like it was something, you know.
That's exactly what it said. I'm the greatest at fucking. 12-year-old Chase Myers. MySpace was how when I got divorced, MySpace was how I found Michelle again. Like
that's great.
Yeah, I found her on.
They should have
MySpace,
shut down social media right after that.
They could have shut
we
it
had
down.
one good thing. Let's fucking take the win and call it before
Michelle
we
didn't think it was a
ruin
good
the world.
thing.
Before Donald Trump becomes president, let's shut this all down. Let's shut down social media.
We could have stopped it so soon.
We could have stopped all of this.
All of this. I saw a cop making a TikTok the other day. I meant to tell you that in the last episode.
Yeah.
I saw a cop in a parking lot beside his car with a tripod and his phone up, and he was like, if you're not watching, I'm fucking killing it. I'm dancing over here. In uniform. The man had a fucking gun on his hip, and he's doing like some kind of fucking TikTok dance right next to his car on the city's dollars. I hope you're hearing this.
I tell you what, I think I don't like cops now.
I don't pay taxes anymore. I saw that and I was like, I'm done.
I was like, no, is that what it's going to? I'm done. No.
No more taxes.
Defund all of this. That would be if I was to give a presentation for defunding the police. That's what I would just show. I would just show police TikToks of like, this is. Do we need this?
Like the thirst trap cop.
Does everybody feel safe?
That one.
Everybody feels
Show
safe.
some of Clay Higgins' fucking TikToks where he's threatening people with a shotgun and all those. And listen, boy, we will come for you. The sheriff's department will do what's right. He's cocking a shotgun, talking about killing somebody.
Yeah, do that. All right, I'm trying to figure out. Did you have a story? I got some stuff.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, cool. So my family came to visit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Came up to Washington
on that goddamn MySpace we were just talking about.
Yeah, I still got my login. I still stay over there. Yeah, no, it was cool, man. That was my brother and sister's first time being in Washington. My mom came up here once before, but that was the first time these are the only people that came visit me. It's my mom and my stepdad Darren came and visited a couple years ago, and my mom and my brother and sister. Okay, my dad has never even mentioned like some people will lie to me and they'll be like, "Oh, I'd like to get up there and sit," and that's not a shot at you. They like, I'd like to get up there and I'd like to come check it out.
I didn't think it was a shot at me until you went out of the way to say that it wasn't, and then I was like, "Hey,
look, nothing about you, but some of my best friends from like for over a decade have told me they'd like to come up here and visit and have never done it, and that's not about you. It's just like other mohawked, bearded friends that I have that have said things like this. But it's nothing. Don't take it personal, bro. Are you taking it personal? That's so weird.
I thought we were the soy boys up here, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, my dad doesn't even fake it of like he's gonna come up there and visit or whatever. He's like, which I appreciate that.
I mean, yeah, he's not gonna pretend
Yeah,
I'm not going up there.
You're not going up there. My stepmom, when I was down there for Christmas, went on this whole rant about how when they go on vacations, they just stay home. They're like, we don't want to go anywhere.
Yep.
Like, well, all right, well, I know where I stand.
I feel like that was pointed right at me. Why are you telling me that?
Yeah, less eye contact, I guess. So yeah, my brother and sister first time up there. It was very funny to see my country ass brother, like, just trying to just navigate.
I bet he had to be mad the entire time he was there, watching all those PNW soy boys and the vegan milks and all your.
He couldn't get a Michelob Ultra, bro.
Oh Jesus God!
I had to explain to him like beer culture out here and how it's like everything is like locally brewed and it's IPAs and it's stuff like that, and it's like you'll go like they don't have
Fucking
Miller
nerds.
Lite and Bud Light, and like you're not gonna get that at this bar. Like that's not. They have ciders that you gotta get, and not fucking Orchard whatever that we drank in Mobile that one time. Like
Angry Orchard, that shit was great.
yeah. Remember that's like the weirdest flex of all time. We drank a bar out of Angry Orchard. Like I don't know. We should be proud of that. I don't know how that.
We shouldn't bring it up in a thing where I'm making fun of an entire state for being soft, though. I feel like.
Remember we got lit on all that apple.
Remember he gave me a tummy ache. I didn't sleep good for a night. I had a tummy ache.
But now
so what do you think of all the? Because if I'm not mistaken, when you order one of those like local IPAs, they serve it to you in a beanie, right? It comes. Yeah. It's served in a.
It comes in a beanie, and they give you you got to wear a flannel. Why they tell you they serve it to you in a beanie while you're wearing a flannel. And he just wasn't ready for that at all.
The straw is actually flannel. They don't do plastics. We have flannel straws. Is that the remote for the camera?
Yeah. Well, the TV just started playing. I don't know. I don't understand. Like it was saying mute and everything, and it was still like showing me some siding commercial.
Oh, you got a ghost. You got a ghost.
I got a goddamn ghost in there. All right. So
do you still do that joke? Do you still do the joke?
Dude, that is so funny that you said that because Matt Brown, I'll tell the other story later. So
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, but it's wild that you said that. So Matt Brown texted me out of the blue yesterday, and I mean I don't remember. He said he drove by my old apartments, and he was like just talking about how like that was a whole different lifetime ago, right? And
it was.
And it was, dude. I feel like I'm a whole like I don't even feel like that's the same person. And so, but he asked because that old joke about the ghost is from that apartment. Yeah. And he literally asked me if I still do that joke like yesterday. And so, no, I don't. I don't do that joke.
That was one of the funniest. Talking about losing a shoe in a 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah. And it must have been a sweatshop worker ghost that was trying to get revenge on you. And then you and your girlfriend got in a fight and it was so bad that you found your shoe because even the ghost was like, oh, my bad, dude. You got it bad enough here. That was a really fucking fun. It's a very funny premise. And you were talking about the couch. Let's put some more. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, there was a whole, it was like my only like sex joke I used to have. Like
about the whipped cream on your balls?
Yeah, the whipped cream stuff or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I just quit, I quit. I just, that joke's 12 years old.
I mean, the whipped cream joke was the whipped cream joke was very funny, but I couldn't see you doing that like in clubs headlining and stuff. I mean, you could, but
I think when I first moved out here, I maybe dusted it off a couple times, and I'm just like too far removed from it,
Oh, like, and they probably passed out the first time you tried to tell it in Seattle, didn't they?
I remember it hitting really hard like one time, and I think I kind of just like retired it after that because I didn't like, after a certain time you like kind of just like don't enjoy telling that you're like you got to replace it at some point. So, but that's so funny that y'all both brought that up. Like
that is.
So I took my family. We did all the touristy stuff. We went to the Space Needle. We went on a hike. We went to a Mariners game.
Have you ever eaten in the Space Needle?
Eaten in the Space Needle? No.
In a restaurant at the top?
There is I think there's like a restaurant that's out there. In there. No. No, oh, not anymore. Linda, my fact checker, Linda, just told me that that they no longer have the restaurant up top.
But I thought that was like Seattle's famous for three things: beanies, Starbucks, and there's a restaurant at the top of the Space Needle.
No,
She's sure. Is she
she's
sure?
sure. I was just up there. I was just up there a couple weeks ago. I didn't see one, but they do have they do serve
But they did it one time. Am I even close? Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, you're right. They did, but there's not like
didn't it spin?
It does spin. Yes, it spins.
So now it's not a restaurant. What do you do there?
You just take it. You go up to the top of the city, and you can see the whole city from there.
It's just like a tourist. You could stand in it and look. Okay.
Yeah, and you can drink. They do have alcohol up there. Got a beer up there.
Seems smart.
And they do sell like
90 flight of stairs up. Let's have some booze.
I mean, there's an elevator. It's not.
When I went to New York we went to New York in 2007 as a family, and we were all excited to see the Empire State Building, and the elevators were out, and we took like 90 flights of stairs to get to the top. And when you get to the top, all the windows were being worked on, so they were covered with plexiglass. So my picture outside the Empire State Building in 2007 camera, you can't see anything because it's too blurry from the plexiglass.
Dang.
All right, my bad, dude. I went way off on tourist stuff.
Nah, you good. So yeah, we went and did that, and they came to some of my shows. And bro, listen to this. So you know how my family fucking parties, right?
Yeah, and yeah, I'm familiar.
I've told stories on here.
Of this podcast is about your family fucking throwing down.
Right. So they bring all that shit up here, right? They didn't leave it in Louisiana. They brought it all up here. They're drinking.
Scared the shit out of everybody up there, didn't
it? Dude, people cannot handle it. They cannot handle my brother just talking to strangers. Like nobody talks to strangers up here. And so I took him, and I'm kind of like, because I've been up here long enough, I've kind of, I fit in a little bit. And so I've kind of got a little bit of like, what are you doing? Don't talk to people, right?
You don't talk to people?
So, yeah. And so I bring him to the dispensary, and I show him how to, like, this is how you can just legally buy weed.
You walk in here and buy it.
You just walk in here, right? And so I'm buying weed for the family, because my family.
So beautiful. What a beautiful accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But I'm expecting everybody like stay by me, stay by me. And then, but my brother breaks off and starts just asking, like, what's the strongest weed you got in here, man? And so I look over there and I see this poor dude is like just pulling out just and I know Lane's not gonna buy anything. Like, I know he's just asking, which is fine. He's just curious, and the guy is just doing his job or showing him stuff. But part of me is like, man, leave them people alone, right?
Right.
So yeah, so I had like all right, man, let's go. Let them people let them. It's fine. Like, all right, so my family, we're drinking and stuff. We're just doing the whole like, waking up and drinking, going places, drinking, just drinking. And and Linda's having a good time. She's egging them on and stuff. Oh, I'll bring a bunch of White Claws, and we can bring them on the public transportation that we take, and we can drink them in public. And yeah, and so she's not helping the situation at all. And so, all right, so we're going to the show. It's in Capitol Hill, which is like the soyest of soy places up here, and
it's the vegan heart of the soy community.
It's and we got to take the light rail to get there, because it's easier to do that than to try to park around there and stuff like that. And so, none of them have ever, my mom has, she's lived a life, but my brother and sister have just been playing with sticks in the yard for 20-something years. And so I'm like, we got to go.
Shooting deers at the bus stop.
Yeah. And throwing rocks at the weird kid. And so I'm like, let's go. We got to take this light rail, right? And so I'm at the top. They take forever to do stuff. They're like throwing away the beers that they had in the vehicle on the way there. The light rail's coming, and there's not another one coming for 20 minutes. And I'm at the top and I'm screaming down at the escalator, like, fucking come the fuck on, like, hurry, it's gonna fucking leave, it's not gonna wait for you, come the fuck on. And my sister somehow has like a broken flip-flop, she's got like a flip-flop, and I'm like, I'm gonna be late for my show. I'm like, we're not going to like, hey, like I have to go to work. Like, let's fucking, can we get it to fucking gather just for a second? And I get them all on the light rail, fine, like barely, like we run on and the doors close. And I'm like, all right, cool. And Linda starts handing everybody more. All right, everybody's good. More alcohol. Here we go. And so everybody's drinking more. And we get to the show. And it's real cool, like it's a real cool venue and stuff. And we get there like as the show's about to start. I get there, check in with people, like, yo, what's up? I get them like a table in the back. I'm like, here you go, sit here, whatever. I'm gonna go perform stand-up comedy, right? And it wasn't 2 minutes in to being there. And then my sister is like, I lost my phone, and is like running around trying to find the phone. Can you call my phone? I'm like backstage. Can you call my phone? I don't know where my phone is. And I'm like, is there anybody else that can handle this? Why is this?
Yeah.
Like I'm about to go.
You were
like,
sitting right next to two other people
yeah,
with headphones, right?
Yeah, what happened? And so they thought, oh, it was at the bar. I left my phone at the bar, right? So that was like the first thing. And then my mom walks up to me like a second later, because now I'm nervous to be backstage. So I'm like kind of standing in the back, and she's like,
you can't leave him alone.
She walks up to me, she's like, your brother is having trouble breathing.
Jesus,
what? What are you talking about? Well, it's like, do we need to go to the hospital? What is going on? And they're like, I think he's having a panic attack. I don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, is everything okay? Yeah, he's fine. And then seconds later, they come up to me and they're like, oh, he's laying down in the bathroom. He's just laying in the bathroom, drunk and can't breathe. And I'm like, okay, all right. So what do we fucking do? And so,
Jesus fucking Christ.
What a fucking nightmare. I can't take these people anywhere.
He might be dead, but I mean, you go do your little work thing or whatever. Your brother's dying in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's just dying in the bathroom because he's been drinking since the second.
I don't want you to be concerned.
Since on the plane. They were telling me that on the plane, he was like drunk as shit and cursing in front of babies and like talking to people on the plane. What a psychopath. Talking to people on the plane. That's not even a Pacific Northwest thing. That's in general. Gross. How
that's
dare you
that's
talk
a human thing.
Bro, anytime I've ever heard a peep on the plane, I'm like, get that fucking person off the plane.
You
like,
get that psycho out of here.
Yeah, this is not safe to fly with this person. And that was my brother. He's just talking to everybody. So all right, so he gets it together. Everybody gets it together. Everybody gets their shit together for me to finally
taking
go
his
on
headphones
stage.
off because he hears somebody in a plane. God, I fucking heard somebody.
Somebody.
All right.
I swear to God. Probably one person telling a happy story on this plane.
I'll crash it.
But yeah, that's how the show started, bro. It started that way. It was with my sister losing her phone. My brother's fine. He just probably had a panic attack, I guess, and he'd never had one before. And he said he felt like on the train. And I just went and did 20 minutes comedy. I just went and did jokes on stage. My brother almost died. My sister lost her phone and has one flip-flop, and my mom's drunk, and my girlfriend is egging it on and dying laughing.
I feel like she's a bad influence already. I haven't met her officially, but I can already sense that she's a bad influence. Jesus.
Yeah, so that was the experience. Yeah. And then the next night I had another show, and it was not like in Seattle proper, it was like farther out. And that one they were more well behaved, but they sat I like, I was like, hey, can I get like comps? I have like my family coming in, and they're like, yeah, we got on the spot, and they put them a table right next to the stage. Like they're on the stage. Like what? I don't know how you are, but I don't want to see anybody I know like immediately within. I don't mind performing for people that I know, family, the whole thing or whatever, but like be in the back in the dark or whatever. Like I don't want to be telling a personal story and see my mother, you know what I'm saying? Right. And see somebody I work with or see, that like fucks me up or whatever. But yeah, so that one ended up being a good show. It was a great trip, the whole thing. But yeah, just chaos, dude.
Jesus. Speaking of chaos, you just mentioned Mobile a minute ago. So I was going through Oh, it was the last episode. I'm working on my album. And I was going through my YouTube's videos to see like, is there any old jokes or tags that I'm not thinking of, just to see if there's something I can refresh or whatever. And man, I went way back on the videos, Chase. Holy shit. It hurt. It hurt.
Dude,
it hurt so bad to go back, and I tried to watch. I used to do a bit, and I'm embarrassed to say this, where I pretended I was on the Nancy Grace show.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, it was like a staple of your act for a long time.
Dude, I watched that video and I'm serious, I wanted to throw up. I could not fucking believe. Like some of this, bruh.
No, that was one of the first times that we had that conversation where I was like, where I had to tell you, like, hey man, people don't like know you. So like
Right.
if you go up there and say a bunch of, because the joke, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna do a joke, but like part of the
it
joke
wasn't
was
a joke.
Like,
that's the thing. It wasn't a joke. It was just me saying.
You would say like wild Nancy Grace like things as if you agreed with her, and you would say all this, and it was just absurd and wild or whatever.
And the point was they were supposed to be so ridiculous that you wouldn't believe them.
Yeah, but I think some people believed them. I think some
people believed them.
Yeah, people believed that you thought those things, and
you were right to point that out. And I never realized that somebody wouldn't think that I was being ridiculous and sarcastic. Anyway, it was fucking embarrassing to watch it, and I'm not going to delete it off my channel. It's unlisted, so no one will ever see it. Oh yeah. God, Chase, no.
No, I have. Yeah,
I don't have any. I have like 3 or 4 videos that are public that. Same. And it's ones I want you to watch.
Yeah, same, exact same. I have my very first set. I do have it, but it's private. It's on a YouTube page. I don't even use that YouTube page anymore. That's how like far away from it that I am. But yeah, I every 2 years I'll try to watch it, and I can get a minute and a half in, and I go, I can't fucking watch this.
It makes me hurt. It makes me hurt to watch how fast I would talk. To watch just the way I'd hold the mic, the way I always turn my back to the crowd, oh man. And I didn't delete it though. I left it there, and I'm gonna make myself go watch it anytime I start thinking. If I start getting a big head, I'll go watch. Yeah,
don't forget where you came from, bro.
All right, that's what it was.
Get your roots.
So I was telling you last week, I did this Don't Tell show in Biloxi. It was my first Don't Tell show. And it was in Ocean Springs, not Biloxi. And it was in a wedding venue. And the green room was like a bridal suite. So there was like a bed. We had our own private bathroom. There was a jacuzzi. It was crazy. And the weirdest part, the bathroom had a toilet that was on 2 stairs. So like you had to take 2 steps up. It was like a raised platform for the toilet. I don't know why. Maybe because the dress. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out sorcery. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
so it's 2 steps up. There's a platform, but there's a door right here. And if somebody walks in that door, because you are 2 levels up peeing, you are dick to eye level with them. And it's a door right there that leads to the main room where the show is. So if it's unlocked and somebody just messes up and opens the wrong door, they walk into the bathroom. And anyway, I'll post a picture in here of the toilet and see if it makes it any more clear. If you're standing on the toilet peeing, there's a door right here. If somebody walks in the door, instead of walking into your back, they're walking in forward where you're peeing, and because you're on a platform, it's eyes to nut level. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And it's like an old 1800s building, so you can hear them like they're about to walk in the door. So I'm peeing before I go on stage. There's like 250 people standing right there that sound like they're about to come walk in the door with me. But the venue demanded a wireless mic, and they tested it, dude. I watched them test it 8 times before the show. The second the host picked it up to start talking when the show started, dead. Michael Statham went first. Comic out of Pensacola. He's Compton's roommate.
Oh, okay.
Awesome dude. Awesome dude.
No,
Good
Compton
comic.
Smith.
Yeah. He had a funny bit where he kind of tells not one-liners, but like shorter jokes. And the mic would go out and he would hit it on his leg and it would come back on. And it became a punch. Like he used it perfectly. And it became a punch for his set and kind of like saved the situation. And then another comic went up and the mic just, it was like somebody was doing it on purpose. He would get to the punch of his big joke and then the mic would cut out as he was saying it. And look, it was personal.
I love wireless mics. Like I like to use, but like that's the problem is that like they always die in the middle of a show and nobody has batteries. And yeah, and it turns out like this is something I've learned in comedy is that like the bartender is not a sound engineer. I know it seems like just
They
everybody that works there is like it knows how to like fix like
and
speakers and
they're
stuff.
not that concerned about it either, honestly.
Oh, and also no, not at all. No, it's not their problem. It turns out it has nothing to do with them. You're very much just stuck up there.
When it became my turn, the mic had completely died, so it was just go out and talk. And because I've started doing comedy in Louisiana at daiquiri shows where they won't turn off the TV, and like all the rowdy New Orleans crowds and shit like that. I was bummed a little bit, but I wasn't intimidated by it. Mm-hmm. So I went out and started my set and I got to walk through the crowd and talk like I was giving a presentation.
Yeah.
And it went well, like it worked. It was a fun.
I've had it happen a couple times. It happened in Louisiana like twice. And then I had it happen maybe like within the last year out here. And there's something about it that it like I even thought, well, I'm more like seasoned now, so I also knew kind of like how to. So I told everybody like, hey, we're about to go no mic, so I need you guys to be in it, or it's gonna be like really hard. So like I'm gonna have to project. I like had to give like a thing, but then everybody was like so focused and listening that it actually helped, And then you feel like fucking Shakespeare. That's why I call it going Shakespeare or whatever.
Dude, I felt so good, and I got some really good pictures walking through the crowd, like talking to them. And luckily the people that go to Don't Tell shows are like big comedy buffs, they're looking up secret shows online to come to, so they were there for it, and they were in, and it was a really fun show, and it happened right after I got heckled so shitty in Harahan. So
nice. Hell yeah, man. I did a show at Tacoma Comedy Club. They opened a second location. They opened a second comedy. There's 3 comedy clubs in the same city out here, and it's not Seattle. Yeah. I just want to say how different of a fucking world it is out here. Crazy. And so the new club, I featured that weekend for a radio guy, and he's a radio guy. And then I got the headline the Sunday show, right?
Damn right.
So I'm standing outside with the host, and we're standing out in front of the club, like the show's going on. We're being disrespectful and not watching the headlines, right? And so I'm out there, and then like some drunk dude, I guess he got kicked out the show, and he's like intense. He's real intense, and he really wants to talk to me and Roger, and he's Roger Lazola. That was the comic that I was out there with, and he's saying a lot of stuff that don't really make a whole bunch of sense, and he's saying it like really intense to you and everything, and you just got to stand there and yeah, man, I know, bro, dude, I know. Who the fuck you telling, bro? You think I don't know
trying to get you?
I know they absolutely are trying to get you, man. You're right to be that paranoid, and so I'm doing that thing, and I'm just trying to survive the situation, and then like another drunk guy, maybe he also got kicked out the show or whatever. He walks out, and the original drunk dude that was talking to us goes, he goes, hey man, why didn't you buy me a drink? Which is hilarious. I fucking love it. Why didn't you buy me a drink? And then the other dude goes, buy your own fucking drink, right? And then drunk guy with me goes, "What the fuck did you say?"
You told me to buy my own booze?
Switched on a fucking dime, bro. Turn and
Yeah.
the guy that said buy your own drink, he's like walking across the street to his car. Well, what the fuck did you say to me? Chases him, right? And so now
Takes
they're
his
both
shirt off and runs.
it didn't take his shirt off. If I could give one note, it'd have been take his shirt off and run.
Yeah.
And so now they're both like in the median of the like main street, right in front of the club. They're in the median of the main street, and they're both drunk, and they're like bobbing, like trying to like hit each other. Like neither one of them are very stable, and they just kind of circle each other long enough until they walk away. It's a different. Nobody threw a punch.
The circle gets bigger and bigger until they're cars.
They just Sup, bro? Sup, bro? Sup, bro?
I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you.
Sup, dude, do something. Sup. And they just kept.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so fucking great. And then me and Roger looked at each other like, all right, let's go back in, dude.
We need to hide.
This is our chance to get back in.
This is the exact reason they have green rooms.
Right. Yeah. I knew Roger was like, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, and I knew I never leave during the show. I always like either watch or hang out in the green room or whatever. And I was like, I'll go with you, man. And that's why, bro, you gotta stay in. You gotta stay in. It's safe in there.
The Hideaway Den is closing.
Yeah, that is predictable. That was foreseen.
Yeah. And people told me like I love the venue, but when the ownership changed and they changed it from like the colorful, like they made it a metal club, and our crowd out here was a little older and didn't feel welcome in a metal club. And they're all showing up to these golf course shows that we've been doing now. But we
good. So at least that crowd has moved to the That's amazing, dude. That's exactly what you would want. Yeah.
We had 130 something, 120 something in the last show, and they turned almost 30 people away because they didn't have enough food. So and now they're playing a better head. That's a good place. But we also have a couple more venues that we're working with. About to start shows at. That's what I was getting to.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, we got like 2 or 3 on the hook. As soon as they found out the Hideaway was closing, we started getting emails at the North Shore Comedy email.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you'll be able to find plenty of stuff.
But I'm headlining Bonkers October 12th. If you're watching this and you're in Baton Rouge or anywhere around,
at LaBerge,
I'll be there with Jason Leonard. I'm headlining. I'm going to run my full album. Getting ready to record it. Come to that because I'm pretty fucking pumped. I got a suit. Bro, I got a suit. Did you see that? You wear a suit? You saw that suit I got?
Yeah, you sent me that, but I didn't know that was the occasion. Hell yeah.
That's what it's for, dude. Look, I'm just going to tell you, I bought a suit, and it's more purple than I thought it'd be. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Nice. I got that shit tailored. Chase. Bro. Chase. I got... Bro.
Dang. Look at them, bro.
Ready. I'm still going to wear my J's with my suit. I know that's what's going to happen, but whatever.
All right, so we got like 20 seconds. October 17th at Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club, the greatest club name of all time. They've been doing competition for the last month. I haven't got to talk about it on the podcast. Started with 100 comics. It is down to 8. I am one of those 8.
Goddamn right.
And I have the finals on October 17th. So if you're listening to this, please come out to see that. It's Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club. I will tell. Once the